Welcome, Spikelings, to the Shark Typhoon.
So good in Uro, and also it's gonna be like good in this tournament too, because like everybody's just gonna be playing fetch lands. Curse of Silence. It's for the what's it called? Although I need to like exactly reread it. Someone just told me to play it. I was like, sure. But it's for there's a Rakdos Breach deck that's really good. 3 time warp, maybe too much ever. The thing is, like, you really need the time warps to beat the Titan field deck. It's so important for that matchup, and it's also just like your like win condition. Mystic Sanctuary time warp. You could play one less if you wanted. Yeah, you named like Dark Ritual off of this, and they have a really hard time. Maybe not that hard a time. Let's keep both of these, I think. Stifle the ability to breach. You can stifle the Tendril Storm, but I feel like a lot of times that you can just Tendrils again. Rumors of the Titan deck is amazing. What does it look like? It's a Sunken Citadel Castle Garen Brig deck, which I like a lot. It says, I saw you recently got engaged on Twitter like 6 months ago. That's funny. Why Curse of Silence over Deafening Silence? So I was rushing. I mean, I may want a multiple non-creature spell in the same turn. But Deafening Silence is like 1 mana win the game. Let me see if it's too late to change. Although, maybe that's against the spirit of things, since I'm just going to keep it because I was past Decklist submission. Love to Solitude Ephemerate. Titan deck can't beat it, really, Ashock. Yeah, probably. I mean, I like haven't lost to the Titan deck at all. But also, like, my build is like very much considering that matchup. Fluffy with the 19. Thank you, welcome back. Yeah, I don't have that one build, but it's also like a pretty popular deck. I know Giver of Runes. Ali Andrazi's been playing it a lot. I've been watching him play a good amount of Timeless. I also do this all the time when I like watch a Magic streamer on Twitch that like I like for years I've watched Ali's streams, like just like, you know, I've watched his streams, but I just never hit the follow button. I'm just too embarrassed to hit the follow button after like all of this time, you know what I mean? maybe I'll hit it soon. Okay, maybe I'll hit a fourth land also. Listen, some people are like, Spike, why are you not playing Consider in your why are you playing why are you not playing Consider in your in your Snapcaster deck? I'm like, listen, I need the Preordains, okay? I need the Preordains. I need to see the extra card. Good sequencing here. I guess I didn't cast Ephemerate yet, right? Yeah. Okay, never mind. I need to see the extra card. You might find your land off Consider. I need Preordain. Although I guess I'm still not seeing the land off Preordain, I guess. Yeah, actually good sequencing though. Although Path to Exile, kick W. Keep up Ephemerate, I think. I want to get my 2 modes on Flame of Anor, so I'm not very likely to bolt. Everything is foil. You have to power up your Death and Texas deck somehow. I'm just gonna let this resolve probably. It's just like Path is so awkward. It's like your deck's about like restricting your opponent's mana, and then you're also playing Path. It's so awkward. I don't understand. I know I don't understand. I've never understood Death and Taxes. Alright, probably a little early to slam in with Hall of the Storm Giants, I guess. Yeah, they're a mana denial deck, just denying themselves mana. Ooh, that's a strip mine, baby. You just have to Stonerin yourself 3 times and cast 2 paths, and then bang, get to play a strip mine on turn 7. Let's hit me with the BRB. Starting the timer. Thanks, Werebear. What's their graveyard? Look at the graveyard. Can I not hide this? Just a bunch of shameful cards. But they're foil, so they're better. Just Solitude this. Ever tried to brew Oath of Nissa Titan's Nest synergy? No. That sounds fucking so bad and so good at the same time. Oath of Nissa Titan's Nest. Also my child, Lion Sash. Do you think I don't get any more preview cards because I shit talk Lion Sash so much? Might be the reason. Or perhaps it's my banning from the Heart and Scales Discord. Ozzy with the 13. Thank you. Welcome back. Do I have any fetchables left? I think no. I think I'm on one of each shock, Triumph, 4 basics, I think. No, we lost a scam for the trophy. We're washed up. It's actually banned from the skills Discord. I really can't talk about it. I'd say too much already. I was gonna cast that looking for Tidebinder. Charmaw's maybe great against them. Deck's probably pretty good against them too. Binding's pretty good against them. We have no bad cards in the matchup. Yeah, probably just running it back. Could play a Subtlety on the draw. I don't know, like, I guess what -1 snap, -1 Sony. Tony Scaponi, thank you for the raid. Hope you're doing well. I saw one of your lists on Twitter yesterday. Someone else was playing it. Looks so sick. Is the deck faded version of this? I have it, no. I'll take a look, though. The time you previewed Thrumming Stone and didn't know it was popular expensive until chat freaked. Yeah. Well, on that one, I had Esther do the PowerPoint. She was really doing the preview cards that time. She did such a good job, too. You follow Tony? I think I follow Tony. I've rated Tony, I think. Maybe I can follow Allie, or Ollie. Now while he's offline, actually. It'll be our secret. I've been watching him play a lot of Timeless. Can we please reprint Wasteland and Modern? There's definitely a group of players who are like, reprint Wasteland and Modern so we can ban. It's like for the express purpose of banning Ren and 6, which is very funny. Here's the deck list. Yeah, I want to see. I'll take a look. I like Dak. So Dak's playing Ring and Murktide. No Ephemerate, no Solitude. It's just like, I feel like the curve is so high. You have 10 3-drops, not counting Force of Negation. +4 rings. Also, like, I very strongly think you have to play 4 Fire Ice in these decks because of Bowmasters. Fire Ice is like just good with Snapcaster too, but like if you're playing a deck that's so soft to Bowmasters, I feel like you really need 4 Fire Ice. Like Fire Ice is a lot better than Pending and Teferi. Oh, there's 2 Geist in the sideboard and 2 Get Lost. I think Get Lost is unplayable. Blood Moon's very ambitious. I usually the Lord Revealed decks. Blood Moon's fine. Kind of like the Glacial Fortress. Okay, let's keep? Question mark. So the mold is 6. What is Geist good against? Nothing, probably. Or just no real reason to fetch main phase. I think the Pioneer God combo could be updated for Modern. I'm not familiar with the God combo. Hi Spike, love the stream, so if I thought about using Cyber Siphoner and Timeless to loop Time Warp with Ephemerate. I just got one question for you. What's Cyber Siphoner? You can't just come in, ask me about Cyber Siphoner, and not like tell me what that card is. Listen to that. It's not like I play Magic for a living. I don't know any cards. They get Line Slash again, dude? I'm fucked. Alchemy Snapcaster. Alright, well, you had my attention and now you have my interest. Four mana. Okay, 4 mana 2/2. Costs 2 less to cast if there are no instants or sorceries in your hand. When Siphoner ETB, return target instant or sorcery from graveyard to hand. If it would die, shuffle to your library instead. Hey Todd, good to see ya. It'll be 16 months. Cyber Siphoner. So I can't Solitude in response to the ETB, since the ETB is not a trigger. Cyber Siphoner. The thing is, like, if you want to loop Time Warp, you really want to do it with Mystic Sanctuary, I think. That's just, like, the best thing. I'm excited to play this deck in the tournament, though. I was kind of thinking about going up to 24 lands, kind of an Archaeologist. It's kind of my pet card. I think the card is good, though. It has a lot of synergy with Oko, Teferi, and Uro. And, like, just having, like, the O3 is, like, surprisingly nice in this format. Okay, I'm gonna shock so they don't know I drew this land. It's also holding this is better for like the white Archon. And now my opponent can't really tap this Vial, Yeah. So I could Tidebinder this trigger, and then they Vial in Lion Sash or something else. Yeah, I think I'm okay with this. I'm like a little bit less okay if they Vial in like a good card and not Lion Sash. About Stifle Lotus Field? I have thought about it. Yeah, I played against an opponent who did that to me yesterday. I'm like, fuck yes. So yeah, like a Stifle Uro Lotus Field deck sounds really cool. That being said, in this deck, I don't think you want to play Lotus Field because you're just so in on Mystic Sanctuary. Ain't 4 fetches too few with 4 BST. Ain't 4 fetches too few with 4 Brainstorm. Dude, I have never seen Brainstorm abbreviated as BST. But also, we have 11 fetches. You just can't see them. BST, brother. I tell you what. They got that BST. Yeah, Timeless. I think you'd love Timeless, Todd. But no worries. You couldn't see all the fetches for BST. They're all down here. But I didn't use Vial because Vial. Oh, they didn't. Or did they Vial in this Arbiter? I think they just didn't use it. They cast Arbiter, Ghost Quartered. And he's 1,000 for wild cards. I mean, it's very expensive. I spent, I think, a total of like $425 for 4.5 decks here. And a pretty good variety too. I have Greenback Belcher, Bantha Ephemerate, Phoenix, and Elves. I feel like I have like a big chunk of the staples too at this point. So it's like it is very expensive and it's like a pain, especially because you just can't. That money is gone forever. Like, you can't exchange it for anything, for sure. But it's also, like, it's not quite as bad as you might guess. But it ain't quite as good as it should be. You know. So this is targeting the swords mode, so we'll go pay for that one. And then just leave this in play unevoked, countered by the Proctor. It's not awful, it's just bad. Well, I'll say this, it's not as bad as everyone told me it would be. Like, I feel like that has to count for something. You know what I mean? Like, everybody says it's like $1,000, but it just, the number is lower than people say. So I'm just, reporting. I'm gonna fuck. Really like Moto versus Arena UI. I'm just like so used to Magic Online. I have a harder time like mentally visualizing what's happening in front of me on Arena than I do on Magic Online. Okay, slowly rebuilding our 7-card hand. In a matchup where Solitude Ephemerate would have been that 7 would have been really good. It's okay. We just didn't know it would be good. It was okay mulligan, but I would keep it like over any random 5. But we didn't know we're gonna have to go to 5. I'll say this: the auto tapper is like really nice. You have to be kind of careful with it sometimes, but I was casting Court of Calling yesterday, and I'm just like, Court of Calling X equals 3, do it for me. It was I think the auto tapper is good. Yeah, you just have to like pay some attention, of course. So I could just run out Snapcaster, which I think is good for 2 reasons. One, they have Agatha's Soul Cauldron, so my Snapcaster won't do do very much. And 2, I have 4 Flame of Anors to draw into here. Mostly playing this for flames, right? That's nice. The 1% when you lose to it. Well, you just have to like be mindful. You know what I mean? It's like, I know that's like easier said than done, but it is something you can be like conscious of and avoid fucking yourself with. With the Intiasma deck, I feel like I have not played it since the bannings, and I built the deck with a Field Sunken Citadel mana base, and I'm like kind of excited about it, but it's like that build, it moves away from like the burn game plan in a way that I'm just a little like unsure if we're in the right direction or not. So and then also like the more burn focused build I did have, I also think is still like good. So I'm just like it's a deck I like. It's a deck I want to play again soon, hopefully. But it's not a deck that I have a super strong understanding of how, like, what your 75 needs to look like at the moment. Okay, so now we Solitude. We can also Ephemerate the Tidebinders. Solitude, I think. Think Temporal Mastery is decent in the Band Ephemerate deck? No, why would it be? Minus on the Snapcaster. I can't Ephemerate Snapcaster then flash it back as it goes to Exile. I think I still Ephemerate here. You're comfortable sharing how much your customer time is? Like I just said, but like I've spent like between 400 and 450. And I have 4 decks, and I'm working on a 5th. And also like so like the first deck I spent like $300 to get Bant Ephemerate and Belcher together, and then like it was like 50-ish bucks for Phoenix and Elves. Like, because I already had like a pretty good pool of cards acquired. And then like in theory, even like the next decks would be cheaper too. Also like some gold from like grinding. Also they reset me down to gold again in the arena ladder, although I'm in whatever the level is after that. Hope it's Twitch Prime. Thank you. Welcome back. Rebuying wild cards directly or packs? A split, a mix of both. I also don't necessarily feel like I spent perfectly. Like I maybe could have maximized my money a little bit more. Yeah, it's certainly very expensive. It's certainly much more expensive than it should be. But it is. I just people do have the impression that it's like 5, 6, 700. Like multiple people go 1,000. I know they're being like hyperbolic or whatever, but I just do feel like pointing out it is cheaper than people like say it is or think that it is. I think just feels worth noting. Should they have targeted the Wall of Roots? Yeah, I get to write it off the taxes. It's fine. Why not sandbag lands? I have like a lot of card draw in my deck. I can draw Flame of Anor, kill 2 things, draw 2. I guess land 4 drop is not a thing exactly. Tidebinder is so good against Yogg. I think I actually will trade Solitude for a Young Wolf here. Or gain 3. Or gain 3 is what my opponent chooses. I really don't know if I'm going to Tidebinder the Cauldron. Like, the Cauldron is, like, just not doing a ton at the moment. Although Tidebinder against a Yogg also doesn't do that much because they can just kill it in response at this point. So, okay, so that get determined, yes, I will Tidebinder Cauldron. Especially because, like, Wall of Roots on Young Wolf can get kind of scary. I guess attacking with this one is fine also. Oh, very weird that they didn't target Wall of Roots and then put a -1 counter and then I guess that then they don't trade. I guess that's fine. Kind of that's what I expected them to do, but then I was gonna Tidebinder. Wall of Roots is a -1. Oh right, it's Bliss that appeals to the counter. Never mind. I'm just tripping. You ever win this match by running them out of Yogg's? I mean, I think it's kind of common for control decks to do that. Okay, let's draw a spell. That's a good spell. I think it's worth losing Kihira and blue-white for some Tidebinder. Well, we have Tidebinder and Snapcaster and Wall of Omens, but if you're talking about normal blue-white, I mean, Tidebinder's really good. I think it's close. Kihira is also really good. They have Chord? For someone who doesn't have anything, they should have paused a long time there, but I guess like good Yogg players probably should just pause on every instep, right? If you're like on an instep, you should probably be pausing, to be honest. So I guess I'm not attacking anymore. Oh well, now I'm gonna Solitude Haywire Might and maybe a Solitude Wall. The might doesn't do anything, right? Yeah, I guess I have no targets for it. Get 1 card in their hand. Cannot Chord for Yogg. I think I should attack first because if their last card is Bowmaster, it could be Bowmaster. No, they probably would have cast it here. I'm gonna cast this. Yeah. Okay. I think I'll keep both of these. Keep the Tidebinder on top. It's a cool game where we like mulled to 5 and kind of got flooded a little, but we just have so many good tools against Yogg. Yeah, 3/2 tribal. So it's pretty awkward as if they block the Tidebinder that's blocking the Cauldron. which Tidebinder is blocking the Cauldron. I guess you just bolt them. Yeah, they blocked the wrong one. I don't know if it like how to keep track of that. I think we're just chilling. Like, they're going to pay life at some point. Yeah, right. This is the point. We bolt them. They sec the might. I Tidebinder the gain too. Kind of pre-boarded for them. We also have a couple Cursed Toadies to bring in. I don't think I've ever called them Cursed Toadies before. I actually don't know if I'm going to ever say that again. I'm going to cut a Wall, a Preordain, and a Snapcaster. Are my parents giving us the piano? How big is it?
It's a normal piano.
Can we get it in ourselves?
Like on the front?
Can you wait until this match is over and then?
What is that?
10 to 20 minutes. Okay, I'll go. Let's go. What's up? It's me, your friend. What's up? It's me, your friend, Aspiring Spike. Whew. I get the piano. I'm sad to report that the piano was obviously way too heavy to carry. like way too heavy to carry. Like probably several 100 pounds. So no, we didn't get the piano. So I ended up, and it was also not exactly across the street like advertised. It was pretty far down the street, so I ended up running back to not time out. So thank you for waiting, and I did came up the stairs too, but kind of out of shape. She said she was gonna knock on the neighbor's door, which maybe should have been. It's so funny. It's so funny how like obvious. Oh no. Okay, that's what I meant to get. Like obviously way too heavy it is. It's like we were never ever gonna carry that piano. But I don't know. She's been really wanting a piano, and we have her a keyboard, but she's like, This is funny. Yeah, I'm not bothered. It's just like, it's just very funny to like, Esther's so excited, get down there, and she's like, we're gonna carry this down a full street. And it was just never ever gonna happen. Alright, so we'll play around Chord. They have probably 2 spells in their hand. They need to play a land this turn. Why is it down the street? They're throwing out. She said she played the keys and they were working. Let's resolve. No, actually, let's counter this. I don't want them to have info about my hand. Yeah, but also my mom is like, we have a piano we've always had in there, and she like wants to get rid of it. Also, everybody's getting rid of their pianos, so we're good, I think, on the piano. Okay. You guys would be shocked at what some people threw away. Sounds like The words of a true garbage man. Okay, we do need another land pretty bad. Maybe I should have run out Snapcaster into turn. Actually, we just main face Snapcaster. Or I guess maybe like my end step maybe. They also like haven't been like, I guess they've been wanting to react to a snap. Spike, we need master removal. We have Solitude Ephemerate. That is your mass removal. I think upkeep. No, we need to main phase it so we don't discard a card. Okay, then we have Subtlety. So we're losing to another Chord. Then we have one card in their hand right now. I mean, we're not like 100% dead, but we're probably not going to be able to beat it. It's like has trouble drawing lands. It's really just me. Did not acquire the piano. The piano was pretty far down the street, and it was definitely too heavy to move. It was like comically too heavy to move. So maybe at some point we'll acquire the piano, but TBD how that might happen. That was their last card there. So did they keep the Grist on top? Let me just double check. They did keep it on top. Which means I think I should just Tidebinder this turn. My left toe is getting kind of low too. I hear her enter the door. Maybe we'll get a piano update here. How's the Cascade matchup? Tidebinder is pretty good against Cascade. Gonna go to combat first. Okay, I'll take this hit. I'm going to keep my Wizard in play for Flame of Anor if they don't cast the Grist. Okay, so let's draw 2 and kill the Cauldron.
We're gonna take it away from the curb.
Okay, so now we just have to coordinate a way to move the piano.
Yeah.
Good.
You know, I know your parents wanted to give us a piano, but piano should not be. It's such a waste.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
It's just we have to.
I like it. I like the wood color.
Yeah, I like it too. I'm trying to think because I have a lot of errands to run today. I don't think I can just like also get a U-Haul and. But we have called Matthew because he's coming over tonight anyways, and I have a truck. Call Allie because she's got her truck, and I don't know if she's coming over tonight though. Just okay. So uncounterable Grist. Maybe I shuffle away that Counterspell. Okay, 2-0. Also has a truck. His truck got broken into. And so we're really in a truck shortage here in Texas. Can it be like 45? Yeah, then your truck also had a tree fall on it. Yeah, it's funny. That's actually 2 trucks out of commission in the group. Terrible RNG. Any more Blood Sun decks? The problem is like basically every like Blood Sun build really wanted to play Fury. And what the hell? The Mishra's research desk go on turn 2. You too, buddy. Yeah, so we didn't get the piano because it was like comically way too heavy to move. But we have a friend who is potentially coming over with a truck. Oh baby. Do you have dollies? No, but Allie might. She moves stuff. I think the three of us could probably get it into like the garage with that. I think three of us could probably get it. Let's drill two. I love how invested the chat is in the truck. It really speaks to how boring the stream is usually. That when something happens, it's a big event. I'm gonna bottom both of these. No Wall of Omens. I guess go Snapcaster Preordain here. You go upstairs? No. I think we'll probably just put it in like the garage for the time being. Next up. I haven't been in the gym since I had COVID, so I was feeling very out of shape after that run back from the piano. I need to vlog the. No, I was rich just another Magic Monday, and then I bought timeless cards, and now I have to move the piano myself. I have to get a free piano. Piano moving stream would be fun. Yeah, I think this is Jurassic World. It does kind of look like Slinbot of the Lander. Friends in a garage don't work out. They don't like temporary moisture changes. Well, I was just saying we just put it in there for now. It's because it's also like the room it would go in is like, we're about to put a big table in there. Really getting a lot of furniture purchases. Okay, so we go Snapcaster, target Flame of Anor. Let the Lantern resolve, then Shatter plus drill 2. Yeah, we don't have any skateboards. That's a good idea. I bought Esther a electric scooter for Christmas. That we can't use for this, I guess. We tried Citadel Filter Lens. Yeah, we did that in a wilderness reclamation shell. That was pretty exciting. There's been a bunch of people asking me to play like a second league of that, and I want to. It's on the to-do list. Dude, I feel like my opponent thinks the Darkfire might avail them. Little do they know, they're getting Flame of Anor. Dude, Snapcaster is so good with Flame. It's the cardigan. What's our opponent's deck? I mean, they're like Naya. We've played a few of like Naya, Traverse, Titania, Saga decks in the past. And boy, are they all like awful. Like some of the worst decks I've ever played. Yeah, but like Naya Saga, Rin and 6, Delirium stuff with Traverse. Traverse for your one of Titania that just gets hit by Mr.'s Research Desk, which is your one of Urza Saga target. I really don't understand what they kept either, because they didn't play the Research Desk on turn 1. Like, it's very odd. Maybe just a misclick. I guess they kept it on the strength of Mana Tithe. I like this more than Blue-Red Control Flame. I think so, yeah. It's just like playing a like if you're playing a Snapcaster Tidebinder deck, you're very close to Ephemerate being a good card. And it's also like when you're playing like a control deck with no life gain, no like broken Evoke Incarnations, no mass removal is like tough, and like just playing Solitude Ephemerate solves all of those problems while also getting to play Solitude in a format where not a lot of people get to play Solitude. Like Solitude is one of the best cards in Modern, and it really doesn't see that much play at the moment. It sees like it's in like 4-color and blue-white control, and neither of those decks are like particularly popular. And so like getting to play it, I think, is really nice, and like there are of course pros to playing just blue-red, but I've liked the 75 so far. Okay. We have a good Naya Saga matchup, it seems. Maybe just the games that they keep one. Could play Charmaw. Could play Subtlety. Don't really have any weak links, it looks like. They're ragged. So I want the walls and I want the fire ice. Could go to like a fire ice for a Charmaw. I kind of want one Charmaw. Do you play against much creativity online? Not a ton. Creativity's like okay. We're gonna see the opponent's bring. I mean, I could just show you what their deck is. Hold on. This right. Yeah. It's like something along these lines. Like they're splashing for Mana Tithe, it seems, but we've played this deck a decent amount. It's like red green based, Delirium for Channeler, Unholy Heat Traverse for your 1 of Titania, and you get your Zero and Orb for your Urza Saga, and this is like your finisher. And then you just play like a lot of like red green staples. Oh yeah, I used to be like really in. I forgot. I don't think I'd play Tyros Tracker anymore, but I used to be really into Tracker in Red and 6 Urza Saga decks, where like you just get so many clues. Your Saga tokens were gigantic, and you always had like land drops for Tracker. This is a really old list, but you know something along these lines. Very old school deck. I think it was oh shoot, it was like an idea from someone else. I can't remember who it was. A long time ago, like 2 years ago at least at this point. Puts on a mold to 6. Tracker was a sign of changing times, TBH. I tell you what, you're right about that. The times do change. Oh yeah, that deck has Fury, huh? Just one Fury as a traverse target. They should still let you play it in that deck. Yeah, I guess I didn't play around Mana Tithe very well. I think this deck fares against Green Tron. I would imagine the matchup is not good. Tidebinder is good against them. This is like a big part of your deck's game plan, and you also have Charmaw on the sideboard. But I would probably say that they're likely favored. I wouldn't be like that scared to play against them probably. Typically, Wall of Omen decks are not that good against them. I want to counter the Fable loot since they have like all these lands in their hand. I'm not sure if that's the right instinct though. Looks like it's likely okay. No, we lost playing this game for the 5-0, sadly. 2-0 up a game here. Is this league? Death in Texas Pawns. It's like they're like Naya Delirium. It's been a weird day, yeah. We played against Mill twice in a row. Wait, how do you have this many spells in your hand? Also, we can let Red and 6 Ultimate now that they have Cage in play. This game a bad matchup? I don't know. I have a sample size of 1. I'm probably not like terrified of it. It's Fire Ice looking juicy. Well, you have another spell. It's a Ragavan. Okay, that's fine. Will you ever play Mill on stream, Archive Traps and Glimpses? I mean, just like every other thing I ever do on stream, I'll do it if I feel like I have like a cool, interesting idea to share and show off, and I won't if I don't feel like I have that. Did I bolt? I'm gonna bolt one of these things. The Rin is really kind of not doing anything anymore, I guess. I think I just bolt. Yeah, I think I just bolt the Channeler actually before they get any more surveils. And then Ephemerate the Tidebinder on the Fable flip. Yeah, I mean, Mill is cool, but again, it's like the stream has never been. I tune in, I just play like existing modern deck with like no tools, no updates. The stream is always me working on new ideas, working on trying new things, and that's what I enjoy, and that's what people enjoy too. It's really for me what the stream is all about, and like why the stream is interesting. And if I ever an idea on how to improve on Mill, in fact, I played Mill with the One Ring, and it was awful. But if I ever have an idea on how to improve an existing archetype, we do play it. Oh fuck! Get Grafdigger's caged. They're gonna endurance me. Baited. Funny. Shortened 2 years. Welcome back. Thank you. We did have a stream titled Spike Brews D&T earlier, or I guess last. It was very far away from what you see sometimes. Brings me back Lantern. We played Lantern Tron last year also. That deck was cool. Oh, I should have fetched first. Charmaw's also like kind of. I mean, it's a 4/4 flyer. Which I guess is like enough better than the average draw, plus stops top deck Saga. Broccoli 21, thank you, welcome back. I see Spike play the One Ring and Belcher. I'd be down probably. Broccoli with the 21, Short Max with 22. I'm not sure if it's good though. Like, do you need more top end than Recross and Belcher? I don't know. Probably not. Played around top deck Saga, huh? So smart. And then probably just cycle Ice for the gain 3, drain 3. You play more Reckless Handlings. The thing is, Reckless Handling is awful, and I would never choose to play it. I know Belch players do. That card is like, it's card disadvantage. Your play is really telegraphed. It's like a 2-mana tutor that's like tutor plus discard. So I'm gonna traverse for Titania. Opponent's deck Naya goes. So they're like Naya Delirium. But the idea is they're gonna Saga for Zern Orb, traverse for Titania, and then die to this Charmaw. Not the Lightning Bolt top deck, Prismatic Ending, Flame of Anor, Fire Ice, all lethal. That was on the list. Okay, it's 3-0 this league. Lost playing for trophy last league, but let's get another trophy prediction going. But I gotta get their Titania trigger. Mantine's one time. Well, they have no cards in their hand, so kind of tough. 3-0, 6-0. I'm against Naya Delirium. On the draw against Gigantha. Pretty happy if they're Tron to keep this because of double Tidebinder, and if they're a Raugrin deck, we have the wall. I'm going to keep, I guess. Once on a multi 6. This is where I say big fan and kill you turn 2. Gigantha, Copperline Gorge, Oath of Nissa, Elvish Archivist. They're cooking. Yeah, I have a physical. It's on my sad stream deck that Esther got me. I have 3 buttons. I have a trash button. I have a button to switch to my normal stream, and I have a button to switch to my hand hider. Oh, I didn't play around that. Could have Solitude first. Well, maybe want to Solitude Ephemerate. Or Ephemerate the wall. Yeah, I should add a button for switching to Arena, I guess. Teething. Dude, we're really playing against all of the bangers this league. Opponent has said in the chat, no fire ice, thanks. So now we gotta cast it. Now 1 mana draw 2 in a turn, I guess. Oh, they're doing the Wormlit Asmo Archivist thing. People have asked me a lot about like Wormlit Archivist with Cookbook, and I've always kind of like shrugged. I'm like, I don't know. Sounds like more than nothing and less than something. This is going to be gross. I made a 4-0. Yeah. I mean, I 4-0'd with... I 5-0'd with Eldrazi box. I don't know. 4-0 is more than nothing? Yeah, but is it less than something? You know, that's the TBD. It's exciting, though. Like, you know, good for them, of course. Of course. Jesse with the 3 months. Thank you. Welcome back. Ephemerate pretty good, huh? They do get a token. When the Saga die doesn't lose all abilities? No, because Tidebinder only removes all the abilities of artifact creatures or planeswalkers. Galvanic Blast the wall so that I cannot ephemerate on. Guess not a lot of reason to run out Snapcaster either. I'm going to attack with the Tidebinder, so I don't think I want to just put the thing in the yard. Also, if I ephemerate this, I unlock this cookbook, which is not super duper relevant. But I'm going to attack, and if they like block discard, then I Tidebinder again. And then they can unlock a cookbook by blocking here, or like keep the construct. I'm okay with either outcome. Kind of happy my opponent is playing Soulguide Lantern when I have 3 Snapcast or discarded it. Okay, I only have 1 card. Probably okay to block here since they already have 1 cookbook unlocked anyway. It's not that big a difference between 1 cookbook unlocked and 2. Right, we'll leave up Solitude or Snapcaster. Jeskai Flash. Maybe that's the name of the deck, is Jeskai Flash. Although we do have 4 Wall of Omens. Everything else is instant speed, right? Oh no. Dead to Gigantha. Where's Lucy? She's probably following Esther around like usual. Oh yeah, and Preordain.
Allie's here.
Okay, so I guess my opponent's a fan, so maybe they're okay with me going to move this piano. Okay, I have a proposal.
Yeah.
Just so I have like the least. I guess we can just drive down there. Actually, I was gonna suggest scooting down there. So I'm gonna Tidebinder the ability to make constructs next turn. Play Gigantha. I'm gonna Solitude Gigantha. How much time does Allie have? Is she like on a crunch? So now I'll ice. Yeah, I'll just bottom. I'll just Tidebinder this stupid thing. Okay, up a game against red green Asmo Scales. Maybe not Scales, but red green Asmo with like Wormlid and Archivist. Let's bring in the explosives for the first time today. I'll bring in, I think, like 2 Wear Tear also. Maybe 3. I think 2 is... Let's bring in all 3. I think every card in my deck is good against them. Maybe not... No, Fire Ice was insane. Every card in my deck is good. My Snapcaster.
I'm feeding her spaghetti.
Okay, because like it would be my ideal situation is I finish this league because I'm like about to maybe get a trophy with this cool deck, and that would be the end of this match and the next one. If Allie can't stay for like 30 to 45 minutes, 20 to 40 minutes, but never 20, like 30 40 minutes.
Never 20.
Yeah. So if she can wait that long, great. If she can't wait that long, it would be great if I could finish this match in like 10 minutes and then move the piano and then come back and finish the league.
Mm-hmm. You know, if only this was Arena.
Yeah, I don't think you can switch from like computer to. I'm just making a joke of that. I don't think you can do that, but I don't know for sure. So that's nice. Maybe I should have bolted and then been able to pending Rin and 6. You can Tidebinder Rin and 6 though. So yes, just see if that works, and then get back to me.
Cool.
And then she doesn't have a dolly, right? Maybe she does, because hers is like a moving track. Kind of. The other this their deck is really cool. Oh, Jarvis is high.
You can. Is that Arena mobile game to computer being the same match?
Yeah, but I wouldn't like believe anything they say.
Mm-hmm. There's non-believers of the free piano, okay? It
What?
is worth it, a free piano.
I don't think
Even if you have to spend hundreds of thousands, you know why? Because you'd spend that much on a new piano in the first place, and pianos should never, never go in the trash. We're gonna spend $10,000.
What's that number?
$10,000.
No, you'd be you'd be very surprised with how much this has really turned into a piano stream today. People are not interested in the magic anymore. It's all about the piano.
Mm-hmm.
Hard to not Tidebinder this when you have second Tidebinder in hand and Solitude.
Yeah. But it's sad. Too sad. This piano ends up not being played or something.
Yeah, we can donate
something.
Donate it or something.
Just, you can't put it on the curb. You just can't.
Tell that to our neighbors, huh?
I know.
Also, is Allie playing D&D later?
I don't know.
Okay. 2 cards in their hand. That was an Asmo. So you get their Asmo cookbook online. I think I'm gonna Solitude the NT now. Okay, so I can counter the cookbook activation. So I think that's better than countering the Archivist trigger. And then they're gonna attack with both, and I block Archivist probably. Because Archivist is just gonna get so big. Oh, they only attack with the Asmo. Okay, I'll take 1 hit, I guess. Not sure. Okay, huge draw. Now I get super rewarded for taking the hit. I'm gonna hold the Stevens in hand, I think. Sacred Foundry is slightly better than Fountain. So Gigantha in hand. It seems incredibly marginal, at least. Yeah, block like this, I guess, and then hope for a good top deck. So many good draws there. So game 3. They discard Oval Chase Daredevil, not Gigantha, so that was their draw for turn. And then they consider with everything, and I go trade chump, or alternatively keep Wall of Omens like this, and then what am I drawing to? I feel like getting the Asmo off the field is probably a little bit better since I have the active cookbook. I just kill all my stuff, and I need to draw Solitude now. Flame of Anor no longer like a great top deck. Oh, I guess I'd take it over Flooded Strand. Alright, 3 lands in a row. Game 3. How are you feeling about our sideboard plan? I think I maybe want like the Wall of Omens honestly kind of looking great. We have Flame of Anor, so I think I'm going to go back up to 3 Preordain, 3 walls. Play 1 Wear Tear. Well, we lost Tidebinder, so we don't get to 2 modes of the Flame, right? I would take it over land. Okay, keep. It's on the mold of 6. Yeah, Esther has a keyboard. We don't have a piano, but she has a keyboard. But Esther's also Esther's mom is like classically trained musician in Russia. She's got like a master's degree in music, and Esther like grew up with like, you know, piano stuff. She's very into it. Teething Wormlet is not intimidating enough to bolt here. I'm gonna like maybe get a 2 for 1 off this explosives. Esther's Russian. Esther's family's from Azerbaijan, which is a former Soviet Union country, and her parents grew up during, you know, the whole USSR era, and that like collapsed or something, and then like their country was in like turmoil, and Esther's dad worked for the Azerbaijani Airlines, and then he landed here in Dallas, Texas, and I've told this story a few times on the stream, he just didn't get back on the plane, and he was an asylum seeker, and then like 3 years later he was able to get Esther's older brother and their mom over, and then Esther was born over here. Very cool story. Alright, Gigantha in hand. Can't even Tidebinder that. Alright, playing into my explosives. I have Gigantha, 4 mystery cards. This only triggers once a turn, or... Oh, anytime. Cool. Very nice. They have an old chase. Yeah, I guess I just kind of glossed over this Footfall Crater. Is this ever good? It's like, I don't know what the idea is with that. Okay. So hopefully they play their next, yeah. They're going to get to kill my Tidebinder. And then I go explosives on 1, and then they attack me for 3 down to 11. Their hand is Gigantha Oval Chase Mystery card, which is not too scary. Wait, why is this just a 2/2? Oh, you gain a life, and if it's the first time this ability is resolved, dude, this card is awful. With peace and love, I do not understand. Draws off Archivist, cycles to enable Asmo, and it's also a cycler that's like castable off Inti. They're cooking for sure. Make construct attack good, yeah. A pretty big cost though, like 2 mana. Okay. So we know their hand is Oval Chase Daredevil Gigantha, which is gonna have a hard time defeating my hand. Dark Fire will not avail them. Yeah, my opponent's a fan. I bet they'll they said the creative tech in chat. I bet they'll come in and give us the list. It was like GG, yeah, for sure. Let's see more NT Modern. Me too. Guess I can play some more. I have like the start of a shell. A lot to do. Although this has happened so many times. We've drawn like 7 cards in a row, no lands, or like 7 cards in a row, all lands. Maybe not that many, but thank you, Preordain. I'm just not allowed to play Consider. I just have Preordain. It's the only way I've ever draw a functional hand. Alright, I got 7. Opponent will cast Shadow Spear. Just gonna get my wizard in play, I guess. So if I main phase Flame of Anor and I don't draw a land, I am discarding the hand size. But I think there's a very good chance this just demoralizes my opponent out of the game, which is, you know, what you need to be doing as a control player anyways. Also, this was like not better than casting Gigantha, right? I don't know, maybe they wanted to bait Counterspell. So they go Gigantha, and then we go Snap, Bolt them, untap Ephemerate, Snapcaster on Flame of Anor. How does it play against Rhinos? So you have Solitude, Ephemerate, Tidebinder, and Counterspell. And then you have some sideboard cards like Explosives and Dovin's Veto and Teferi. I think it's probably okay. I don't know if like we're like your overall favorite or whatever, but I wouldn't be like too scared. I haven't ephemerated that many Snapcasters. It's really hard to get like the balance right to play both. Ephemerate and Snapcaster in the same deck. But when you do get both, the hills are singing. London, the 12 months. Thank you. Welcome back. Oh, I should have worn my Counterspell shirt today. I have this shirt. Damn it. Okay, GG's. Okay, so we have one more match. We have a trophy match here. I think so. My friend Allie doesn't have to wait forever because I think she's like in the middle of her work day, and because y'all seem to be invested in the piano lore. I'm gonna go move the piano while we wait. We lost playing for trophy last league. Now we're playing for another trophy, so deck is looking good. Might play it in the showcase on Saturday. But yeah, I'll do it now so y'all can hear about what happens with the piano. So Lowbro, thank you for the 15 months. London still with the 12. Oh, thank you. Yeah, let's from last league. Thank you. No, we got it. We got the piano. It's in there. It's so heavy. Wait, there was a prediction? I feel like I would probably play 4th Epicer over 1st Crater. Oh, this is also draws a card off the Archivist. Don't you want 4 Oath? Okay, so we're up against Living End, Rhinos, something like that. It means I have to move it. There's 3 of us. But it's also like, I don't know, I was the heavy lifter. I might wait on the fire. Yeah, no, let's do it now. It was a bit clunky. I see. Never mind then. Okay, so up against Living End, we've got Counter Magic, we have Tidebinder, we have Teferi in the board, have Veto in the board. These Solitudes obviously can do some work too. Yeah, Allie is the realist. Always down to help. So if I go for draw 2 end of turn, then the Living End or Violent Outburst, and I evoke Solitude, Exile Curator. I just need to decide, can I beat a... I can beat like just a Riverwinder. I hope. Or like, counting like Architects and Solitude trading for each other. So I feel safe enough to draw 2 here. If they have Street Wraith, it's pretty bad. I think the Bant version is playable like the old company list. I'm working on a different version of Bant, but I would not play the company list. I think company is worse, and I think Soul Herder is pretty close to unplayable. Yeah, I was definitely worried about Street Wraith. Fuck, dude, double Street Wraith. Was not playing around that. If I could draw an Ephemerate though, we're okay. It's nice that the Architects doesn't really do anything because we have a draw 2 on the stack. Yeah, they target themselves. I guess that does something. Yeah, if we draw an Ephemerate in like the top 4, I think we're in good shape. Otherwise, we're probably... Yeah, we successfully moved the piano. Thank you, everybody, for waiting. Y'all are the real reliable ones. Fuck. Oh. You can get the Snapcaster, the Ephemerate. Should Zoo put the Reprise back in instead of Bowmasters? I mean, it'd be nice to play both, because then you have, like, multiple options up at instant speed. Plus Tidebinder. So is the plan now to block the Riverwinder, then snap Ephemerate on this? Or do we snap Ephemerate and then double block? Probably the first option. What's our answer, Riverwinder? Attack with lifelink, double blocking. Both seem fine. Like if we just have a Solitude in play, we're attacking, gaining 3, and they're attacking for 5. It's kind of fine. Flame of Anor seems to work well for double block and snake, and you draw cards. This is hexproof. Plus, I'm unlikely to want to tap out of Counterspell. You flame the other one? Oh, I see. Tishana and Zoo. Yeah, it's been kind of popular lately. I have 6 cards in their hand. Ephemerate over Flame of Anor, you can hold up Counterspell. Yeah, I was never gonna Flame of Anor. Or I guess it's what you're asking. Yes, so I can hold up Counterspell against my 6 card hand, living end opponent. Probably get tapped. Sacred Foundry, because I still have Snap Counterspell up after the Preordain. I'm never tapping out of it, so seems fine. On both, I think. Okay, interesting. Living Emperor Trophy not so fair. We played against a lot of Brews. This kind of feels fair to play against one super scary deck. Generous End. So if I counter this, I'm out of. Yeah, so I think I just Solitude, like Ephemerate Solitude, and then rebound Ephemerate on Preordain. The life total's, very high. Could also target Flame of Anor, but then we don't have Snap Counterspell up, so feels like we just want to Preordain. Yeah, Shadow Draw 2, yeah, we just don't have. I mean, we could draw land, but this feels safer, and we have just have so many good draws here. I think this is the line I want to take. Okay, take another Ephemerate. Very cool game. Kind of hoping they just cast another threat, so I'm like getting in for like 6 of my Solitudes here. Hard cast this one. Although another Riverwinder would be bad. Down to 5, organic. I also kind of feel like they maybe have Living Ends in hand with like how long they tanked on the Street Wraith. I guess that was so long ago. It's actually probably not a thing, actually. So they have a Subtlety in their hand, like 100%, or they're just amazing at bluffing. So I think I'm going to go Ephemerate Snapcaster, Ice the Subtlety. And then plan to rebound Ephemerate on Subtlety or potentially something else. And if they play something I need to counter, I could Ephemerate the Snapcaster again and Counterspell. I'd love to Flame of Anor, but we're a mana short. But maybe I could Flame of Anor off an Ephemerate rebound at some point. Yeah, so I think we're still planning to, well... You know what, let me target the Flame of Anor now. I still have Ephemerate for Counterspell up. Doesn't seem like my opponent's hand is amazing. Maybe we could hit a land drop at some point. If they go for Violent Outburst in turn, I'll Tidebinder the Cascade, I think. It's already played one Subtlety. Oh, there's a chance they also have drawn their last Living End, and they're only main decking 3, and that would be interesting. Another Subtlety. I think we're just chumping Riverwinder now. There's a good chance they like just cast a big guy, which is what it's definitely what I most want them to do here. So they pass. Get very tough to not do anything, but I think we can afford to. Certainly would be nice to like draw one more Living End. In theory, sometimes there's more than that though. So it could be double block time. Grief, pitch Street Wraith. So now if I double block, I can't. If they take Tidebinder, I can't really double block because I need to Ephemerate Snap for Counterspell. They didn't pitch a Living End, but also like them like pretending like they have Living End is like kind of a real thing too. Quite the game one. I'm also really glad I moved the piano already. Although I guess it's a different timeline, but glad I didn't make Allie wait through like an hour-long match. They took my Ephemerate. Okay, so now I still have my Tidebinder for their Cascade up, so we are back on the double block plan. Although they probably just have 2 Cascade spells now. Maybe they don't know about Tidebinder. Damn. Fought hard in game 2. On Subtlety for Subtlety and Grief? Probably, yeah. Yeah, lost game 1. Tishana cuts off Cascade. Yeah, it counters the Cascade trigger. What's the Tidebinder for? Tidebinder is just a modern staple, incredible card. Good against almost every deck. And in this matchup, it counters the Cascade trigger. Zach with the 16, thank you, welcome back. Could maybe use another card or 2 for this match. It feels like it's we're respecting it enough with Tidebinder, Teferi, Veto. I don't think they'll bring in either Leyline against me. I should be happy enough if they do. Okay, on the play. No lands, no keep. Come on, Preordain. Start. Idea for brewing: Tidebinder and lose the game trigger. So Tidebinder plus like take an extra turn, lose the game. In 8 months? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm excited for Timeless tomorrow. So I wouldn't get to it today, but this deck was obviously pretty good and exciting. Tomorrow, yeah, Timeless tournament tomorrow. Streamer Timeless tournament. Be pretty exciting. I'm gonna play the Bant Uro deck now with 4 stifles. So you can go Uro on turn 3 or turn 2 if you go Shaman. Uro landed to play stifle your other Uro trigger. Just have an Uro in play. I actually have, like I said, it's still the Flame of Anor, but those are my only red cards at the moment. Yeah, tomorrow at, I believe it's at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Just a taste of Timeless today. I don't know. I've got errands and stuff to run. And D&D tonight. I was like, has a total of 4 mana. Yeah, but you get the extra mana off the first Uro trigger. You can stack it to where that one resolves first. No Timeless Elves. That's a prep to deck that we'll get to at some point. Maybe tomorrow, maybe, Saturday, Monday, at some point. Yeah, here with them only having the 1 mana up, we just don't need to be that scared of them resolving a living in this turn. With the Grief, that's not the case. We also could have found a white card for Solitude, I guess. Tough mulligan. Oh boy. Fuck yes. We have done the unthinkable. Caught a break against Living End. And they have no more cyclers in their hand either. Pretty tempting to run up this Teferi. I think I'd rather ice on their upkeep. And then if we're a little bit lucky, we could draw a land and then go Teferi with Counterspell up. It seems incredibly likely they have a Force of Negation because they have no cyclers, no lands in their hand. It's like very difficult for them. Like they definitely have Cascade cards, some combination of Cascade cards and pitch spells and like Living Ends, I guess. But now we can also, they still haven't hit the land, so you can go snap ice, attack for 4, snap ice, and they're down to 1. This card's a Living End. Yeah, hard to imagine snap ice is not correct at this point. Just ice them to death. Turning off fetch lands is good. Turning on other fire ices, lethal top decks is nice. Yeah, and dealing psychic damage for game 3. Just aiming snap for the beats. I think it's better to wait and snap ice. I fucked up. I tapped wrong. That's piano tilt right there. But they're not Living Ending. Whew. Yeah, we can still go for these. We can go Ephemerate ice. Oh no, we can't because we won't have the counter. Why not Solitude Ephemerate for lethal? Oh, I missed it. They could have a Subtlety, I guess, but Just missed it, sorry. Yeah, so they're gonna go Violent Outburst with Force of Negation up, I guess. We're in this weird sub-game where we for victory, I guess. Oh wait, no, I can Ephemerate Snapcaster on Counterspell. No, but Force, because Force exiles the Counterspell. I have another Force also. Couldn't you Ephemerate to snap into ice instead of Counterspell? No, it's 3 mana and I only had 4 last turn. I think what I might do is Ephemerate Snapcaster, fire both of the Snapcasters. And that lets me rebound Flame of Anor. Also evoke a Solitude and lose the other one to Living End. Evoke is the way. I mean, yeah, we are always doing this. We're always evoking here. Rather the other Solitude be in the graveyard. And then just the other question is, do we save the Ephemerate and exile 2 things, or do we kill our Snapcasters? Solitude comes back. We kill Generosant or Curator. They have, I guess, Generosant, so we can Flame of Anor the Curator. And then, so this is dead, and they have Subtlety, Architect's Grief for Solitude 2 snaps versus this is dead, and they have these 2. I think I'm gonna go for that line just because the card advantage from Flame of Anor feels kind of necessary to win this game. We keep a Solitude. The Solitude dies to Grief or gets taken by Grief. Or I guess maybe they'll take the other card in my hand. If I draw a sorry, this is take this. I get to draw a new card. Never mind. You don't have mana for that. Next turn, the Ephemerate will rebound, and then I get to Flame of Anor. Okay, so stick to the plan. They'll have Grief. They'll discard Solitude. At no point. I must have said that this was part of the plan every single time. My plan is to, again, rebound the Ephemerate on the Snapcaster, kill the Curator of Mysteries, draw 2, and then have this board versus Grief, Subtlety, Architects. Oh yeah, zero control land. Oh yeah, we can cast Preordain if we draw land. Is it not better to Ephemerate on Solitude? That way they're only left with 2 creatures. Well, the way this works is they're going to be left with 3 creatures, and I'm going to have 2 Snapcasters in play and 2 cards from Flame of Anor, which is and maybe I get to cast this Preordain also. So this seems better to me and it's like I don't even think it's that close. The more I'm thinking about it, I pitched the other Teferi to Solitude so I could have a Solitude, and I'd rather them discard Grief than discard Teferi, or discard Solitude with Grief than Teferi, so this can maybe come back against another Living End. Yeah, World's Longest Upkeep. Yeah, Veto's not actually that bad here because it can like protect the Flame of Anor from Force of Negation next turn. Why don't you let Force resolve? Counterspell goes to the yard because Counterspell does not go to the yard. Force of Negation exiles it, which was the first thing I said on that turn. But I know it was a long turn. I know it's super complicated, a million options. I feel like we found the best line. Although the real best line was Ephemerate to Solitude for lethal a couple turns ago. Retro the 18 months. Thank you. Welcome back. I'm not sure I'm going to block here. Double block on Grief seems fine. Is taking 9 okay? Taking 9 is also okay, I think. Because I get to kill the Curator. So I take 9, go to 4, go up to 7, kill Curator, and then like double block Grief. I got a Violent Outburst, I guess. I get to keep the Solitude in play, which matters a lot. How do they gain 5? Solitude. I guess I also have some outs to kill them, like if I draw Fire Ice. Oh, they have the food token though. They still have 4 cards in their hands, so annoying. I've drawn Snapcaster per turn. If I can draw a land and like be able to ephemerate Solitude, that could be good. Never mind, had to counter. You don't have oh my gosh, they had double dispute. Is it not better to just artifacts so you kill the architect? I think I'd rather draw 2 than kill architect, but you can make a conversation. They had double dispute, so good fucking shit. Shout out to Living End. Lost playing for trophies 2 leagues in a go is not so bad. Oh, man, that was so tough. All that thought. Although I did punt that game for sure, so open to Bowmaster too. I did punt that game for sure, so just missed like the Solitude. Like seeing Solitude Ephemerate for lethal is like so tough. Just like as like 3 cards for flash 3/2 for 1 mana. Deck look good. Deck look good though. I might play it in the showcase challenge on Saturday after some revisions. I feel like the sideboard needs some cleaning up. I'm like more or less happy with the main deck. Could think about getting Archaeologist in the main alongside Lauren revealed, so a number of hits for Archaeologist. Be a bit worried about like milling too much though. That build, we'll see. Game with 18, thank you.